Welcome back to another episode of the Sex and Spanglish podcast. Y'all, it has been over a year since I've said those words. It has been over a year since I have recorded an episode for the Sex and Spanglish podcast. For those of you that are returning and listening to this episode, y'all are my ride or dies. For those of you that are new here or that came upon this podcast, no pun intended, while I was gone, welcome. So excited to have you. Now, there's a whole story behind my absence, my hiatus, whatever the hell you want to call it. But first, I need to tell you something more important. I'm not going to dive into why I was gone in this episode. I'm going to tell you something more important and is more urgent. Today is May 1st, 2024, which means that it is the first day of National Masturbation Month here in the States. And in 4 days, on May 5th, 2024, Sex and Spanglish, my business, turns 4. So we are doing it big, y'all. We are doing a huge celebration here in Sex and Spanglish world. So for the month of May, for anyone that gets on my email list who signs up to receive Golosa Gossip, will enter into win a self-pleasure package. Now, I'm going to go over a little bit of the details of the self-pleasure package in just a second, but let me tell you exactly how you enter into win this self-pleasure package. So, it's simple. All you have to do is get on my email list, Golosa Gossip. And the way to do that is by going to the link in the show notes if you're listening to this episode. If you happen to be on social media and hear this for whatever reason, it's in the link in my bio. It is in all the places. So sign up to receive Golosa Gossip, which is my weekly email series where I empower mujeres to get in touch with their bodies, own their pleasure, and where I send you all the cochinadas that our abuelas didn't tell us about each and every week. So literally all you have to do is put in your name and your email, sign up to receive my weekly email series, and you will be entered in to win. The only rule is that you have to sign up for the email series in the month of May. So be sure that you do it in May 2024. Because on June 1st, I'm going to be drawing the lucky winner. There is going to be one lucky winner that is going to win this self-pleasure package. So let's get into what this self-pleasure package is. Now, I'm not going to give you all of the details because I think that kind of takes the fun out of it. But here is what I will tell you. You can use this package for both sex and non-sexual things. So think of it as like a self-pleasure package, but also like a self-care package, right? There's going to be items in there for both things. The items in this package are very universal, which means you can use them for multiple things. You can use the items in this package for both self-pleasure, so masturbation, if that's what you want to call it. You can also use it for partnered play, so sex with a partner. You can also use these items more than once. So many of these items you can use over and over and over again. What else do I want to tell you about these items? These items can also be used for sensory play. So for those of you that don't know what sensory play is essentially you're like toning down one of your senses, so one of the 5 senses, in order to heighten the other senses, right? So if you've ever experienced like closing your eyes while eating a really good meal, or closing your eyes while having a really intense sexual experience, you haven't noticed that you kind of just naturally close your eyes, right? It just kind of happens, but then it's like the what is it called? The feeling intensifies, right? Or like if you've ever been driving and you're kind of lost and you turn down the music, right? So that you can supposedly see better. But really that's like biologically, like that's how we're built, right? When we can kind of dim down one of our senses, our other senses heightened. And so in sensory play, what people do is they actively kind of dim down one of their senses so that the other senses are heightened. So examples of this would be like closing your eyes, putting on a blindfold, putting on a pillow, like something over your eyes so that the other senses that you feel would then be heightened. You can also do this by wearing nose plugs, right? Or wearing earplugs, things like that. So I'm not going to tell you exactly what is involved in this package. I'm just going to be hinting at it. But those are some of the things that are going to be involved in this package. You are going to want to enter to win this package. And again, the way that you do that is by getting on my email list, Golosa Gossip. The link is in the show notes. The link is in the show notes. The link is in the show notes. So, that is all that I came on here to tell you about today. All month, I'm going to be celebrating on this podcast, so stay tuned. I'm going to be telling you about all of the other celebrations that I'm doing as well. But for now, get on the email list, Golosa Gossip. Again, the link is in the show notes so that you can enter in to win this self-pleasure package. It was so lovely talking to y'all again, and I will talk to you tomorrow.